Alright, good morning everybody. I thought I would do a garden update video while it is temporarily quiet outside. I don't have much to say about reading stuff this weekend. I'm still mostly reading things for the A to Z readathon. So let's talk garden stuff. As you can see, everything has gotten a lot bigger since I did my last update, which was like 2 months ago. The biggest thing are all the peas. They are gorgeous and they are flowering like crazy now. They do have pea pods on them here. So probably in a day or two, I will be shelling peas. They are coming along very quickly. You can't probably see it very well because they're still very small, but I have my tomatoes put out here as well. I have forgotten in which order I've put them in, so I think those are the Rosso Sicilian, which is the new type I'm planting, and these are the Amish paste. And then the ones way over here are obviously Opalka because they're very droopy. Opalka are very kind of fragile and wispy, so they're more distinctive than the other tomato plants. This one is not one that I started from seed. As I mentioned before, I almost destroyed my tomato plants. They have regenerated all their leaves, but this is a replacement because one of my Opalka died and my parents had an extra. So yeah, they're spindly. You can see how spindly they are, but they are not in any danger of dying now. So I have them out. They're doing a lot better out here. And on the other side of the peas in this bed are carrots. Look how beautiful these are. I tried to plant carrots last year and they never even sprouted. It was really hard for them to germinate when it's 95 degrees outside. It's been a lot cooler so far this year, so they are beautiful. I did thin them a little bit, but probably not enough. I tried transplanting ones that I had thinned, and as you can see, they get very droopy. I don't think they take to transplanting very well, which is probably logical. But anyway, I am so happy. I really hope that I get a couple carrots. Even if they don't do really, really well later, I'm just happy that they came up. And last time you guys saw the onions, they were incredibly small, but now they're doing extremely well. They're kind of rough looking because I just weeded them this morning, but look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. They're doing really, really well. I think that they are bigger so far than the ones that I planted last year, probably because I put a lot more compost in here. Unfortunately, the weeds will really hurt them, so I gotta keep them weeded. Over here are the garlic. I grow a family variety that I got from my parents and a purple one called German porcelain. They're getting bigger, and you can see they have the garlic scapes on them now. I'll cut these off and probably put them in some omelets. I let them flower last year, and they were very odd looking, but kind of pretty. Some people say that you should not let them flower, that makes the bulbs, the garlic bulbs, smaller. I don't necessarily believe that, but anyway. And here are the 2 beds of spinach. They look very rough because I didn't thin my spinach, and they grew up together with the weeds. So I can tell what's spinach, This is spinach, this is a weed, but it looks really bad. I also got in here and did a little bit of weeding and picked spinach this morning, so it looks very small. In this bed, I've also transplanted my peppers, which are doing quite well. I have buds on a couple of the ones on the other side. And now all the dogs are barking. Sorry about that. And in this bed, there's more spinach, and this is the zucchini. I think I mentioned before that I thought I was going to have to start new squash from scratch, but I think they got a bit root bound in those big pots that I started them in, and as soon as I transplanted the squash, they looked amazing. They're definitely bigger now. Oh, and you can see the spinach is bolting. I pulled up a lot of the bolted stuff, but yeah, I'll probably get another bowlful or 2 out of these beds, and then I will pull them all up. I usually pull up all the spinach and then I flip the dirt so that spinach is basically compost. It seems to work pretty well. So here on the other side of the driveway is the squash bed. And as you can see, there are tiny little squash plants. I think that one over there is the squash lemon and this is the kaboka, but I got them mixed up when I was planting them. It'll become obvious when they start to fruit, you know. They look very small in this big squash bed, but pretty soon they will be sending out their branches and I'll be looping them around and around on here. The squash bed came out really nicely, actually. It took me a couple of weeks to get it in, but I have all the stone edging in now. Need to get a couple more for over there by the fence. I just have my extras over there right now. And I have a little fence here, which I need to zip tie better. It is not looking so great. But anyway, and the last thing I want to show you is the herb garden. You guys have heard me complain about Bermuda grass. This is Bermuda grass. It is kind of like a rhizome grass. Wherever it touches down, it goes into the ground and starts afresh, and it can send its shoots underneath concrete sidewalks. It's absolutely horrible. So I need to get in here and take this stuff out again. These are the blackberry lilies, which are terrible looking. The grass was so bad that I accidentally ripped leaves off of them when I was trying to get the Bermuda grass out. A couple weeks ago I went out to the farmer's market and I got herbs. This is rosemary. Where I live, which is zone 6, rosemary is supposed to be able to overwinter, but I've never successfully done it. So I buy a new plant every year. And personally, I think that they get bigger and bushier and nicer looking when I put them in the ground than if I try to use a pot. So, rosemary. This is a new thyme plant. It's very small because you can see over here, look how woody that is. This is my old thyme plant, which is about 5 years old, and about 3/4 of it died over the winter, so I cut it back and I started a new one. This is the sage. I've also cut it back. I thought it would need to be replaced because it's pretty woody and compacted in there. But as you can see, the leaves are just gorgeous. I really need to try making dried rubbed sage this year. My parents have a dehydrator, and apparently it's really good to dry herbs in a dehydrator, and I would kind of like to give that a shot. I probably need to get my own dehydrator though. And this is the oregano. It's huge. It doubled in size over the winter, and this is where it started out, and it's just kind of falling over. But yeah, I really don't want to cut it out though. It provides a lot of shade, which helps with the Bermuda grass situation. I planted or put down parsley seed in here. I don't think it's going to come up. It was pretty old parsley seed. And over here, you can just barely see it. There's a tiny little basil there. Unfortunately, the basil seed I put out has only got like 4 here, maybe? And the Bermuda grass is growing back, so I don't know. I really don't want to go buy more basil, but I didn't have basil last year, and I really missed it. If you're going to grow tomatoes, you need to grow basil as well. So, that is it. That's the herb garden. That's the main garden. It's all doing very well. I'm really, really happy. And, oh, my weeder is still there. I need to take that inside. I also broke my trowel. I was trying to get Bermuda grass out and I just snapped the handle off it, so I need to go buy a new trowel, but not today. It's getting hot. I'm going to go inside and finish cleaning my spinach. Then I'm going to read for a little bit, so yay! Hope you're all having a great weekend, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.